friends, welcome to another video. Today you are going to join me to schedule next week. I am going to be setting up the week of the 2nd through the 8th, December 2024. As you can see, December is already set up. I did not have time to film that because I did a priority check and I decided to finish all of my Christmas baking instead. That was on the schedule last week to have done the December setup. I did do my December setup. I just didn't get that film because I decided what was more important to me was getting that Christmas baking done. I will be showing in the next clip my cookie count because the most priority thing was getting ready for this week's cookie party. So use the timestamps below to jump around. That will be in that very next clip right now. Hi everyone. Today is the last thing for November I have to do is cookie exchange count because what I did it. I finished all my Christmas baking and it's all sitting here in freezer bags beneath this. I'll go through it here in just a moment. I did it. So today I'm going to do the cookie exchange count, and that is for when I'm not going to try to flip the book one-handed, but that's for I give away to my coworkers, family, and friends. Here I'm just kind of doing an inventory check. Actually here, right here, as I give it to December 17th. So now I'm going to go do an inventory check to see how much stuff I made, how much stuff I'm willing to give to the work people. And then if I want to make a little bit more here and there for family and friends, I usually give family and friends their cookies around, the weekend of Christmas. So about this time is usually when, but we're also doing the cookie decorating party. That's what we're going to be planning for this week, if I decide to put this clip ahead of that or not. So just use timestamps if you like. So that is all in prep for everything upcoming. So my major thing this week is the cookie party. I got all my sugar cookies done, and we're doing the Christmas cookie count for this, so I can see just where I stand. I still got some grace period too if I have to make a little bit more. So I still got these 2 weeks to play with. Actually 3 weeks, but this is usually the weekend of Christmas, and this is the weekend I want to be giving out that stuff. So let's take a peek-see of what I made. Actually, we'll go to the bake section. Let's see if I can flip it one-handed. The bake section. Okay, so everything I made: coconut balls, toffee bars, Andy's Thin Mints, Oreo cheesecakes, cake box cookies, Christmas mix, sugar cookies, and peanut butter cookies. I did a regular and a gluten-free. The gluten-free was for my mom. She already got her cookies. I gave it to her early so she can enjoy it. The last thing I am going to be making is Divinity. I've only made that once in my life. That was last year. I'm not going to be showing that on camera in case I mess up real bad. They have some great, I'll leave a YouTube video of, I believe, the one I used last year in case anybody's interested. Not easy to make. Do not try it if you are a beginner baker. A lot of these items that I made today, a lot of them are beginner friendly, and I'll let you know that here in a moment. Divinity is not something I was obligated to make. I just make it as a special thing for my dad. The moisture level, it's been super rainy, so I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to make that a little bit where it's more fresh as we get closer to Christmas. Probably next week after the cookie party, I'll do that. Because I also want to probably do a little bit of cakes and breads. So we'll see. But those are bonus. My obligations was all this because I give a lot of this out, and I finished it. I did it! Yay! So I'll go briefly over what I made. This ginormous monster here is Christmas mix. It is Cheerios, Rice Chex, peanuts. It has pretzels and Christmas M&Ms in there, and I believe that's it. And I combined it all to dry and put it on a pan, and then coat it in this is dark chocolate. And I did scorch the chocolate a little bit. When you scorch it, it gets a little clumpy, but whatever. It's delicious. You can eat this straight out of the freezer. Everybody and their mom enjoys it. One of my good friends gave me the recipe for this. She uses more of a corn base, like the corn Chex and just the plain Cheerios. I use Honey Nut Cheerios and the rice Chex, so it doesn't give that overwhelming corn flavor in the mix. So that is delicious. I got that done. And this single gallon, oh, this is a 2.5 gallon, and this is a single gallon here, so you're about looking at 3.5 to 4 gallons of this mix in the recipe I'll be sharing in the description below. This will last over 2 years in the freezer. I promise you that. It's if it even lasts. I mean, you might be munching on that like a fiend, but this one's for my dad. I got that. You can see the kids' Halloween candy in the background, whatever you call it. So I got that too. This is a bag I'm going to be pulling to be given out for coworkers. I just do like a scoop in a little Ziploc bag. This is a messy Christmas treat. So if you have it out on your table, know that your guests will get that melted chocolate all over their hands, because there's no, fake stuff to keep it, like, whatever. There's no candy coating on that, so it's delicious. My best friend uses white chocolate. I use dark chocolate. White chocolate's delicious, but not a lot of people like white chocolate, so I go for dark chocolate on my coating. But that's that. Don't make this if you don't have giant bowls or pans, because it makes a lot. I didn't think I filmed the clip of that, but it makes a lot. And the star of the show, which I'll be showing in the very end of the video for free for you guys, are my sugar cookies. These are cream cheese based. I have 3 more bags in my smaller freezer. I didn't want to get them all out because I didn't want them to get smashed. Usually I usually don't bake this as early as I have, because I usually like bake them the day before the party, but I was like, I want to get it done, what have you. So you can freeze these both without or with the frosting on. We have Halloween cookies still from my niece found them deep buried in the freezer. It's been 2 years, and they come right out of the freezer. This is a magic cookie because it's cream cheese based. They come right out of the freezer. You can eat them right out of the freezer. Same with the mix, eat it right out. So yay. These are my Oreo cheesecakes. Yummy. These you can also eat right out of the freezer. And I may or may not share the recipe. I'm still playing with the recipe. It's hard to give it out because, I'm like, the old ladies where you just eyeball it. So I probably won't share that recipe. But these are no-bake Oreo cheesecakes, and they're just delicious, homemade. Mainly it's homemade whipped cream, heavy whipping cream, a block of cream cheese, lemon juice, and sugar, and that's pretty much it. And then I combine Oreos inside and chop them off. I'm only seeing like a bag and a half of these guys, so I'm gonna save these for just the family and friend exchange. I might make a bigger cake. I typically do for Christmas Day to share with mom and dad and everybody. Excuse me, but you can eat these right out of the freezer. If I share the recipe out, I don't want anybody to get mad at me that the measurements are off. But who knows? And then these are the easiest cookies of all, and you see these all over YouTube, Pinterest. These are cake box cookies, and I have both this is chocolate fudge version and the white cake mix, and these taste like birthday cake. It's simply 1 box of cake mix at half a cup of oil, 1 egg, and then obviously the cake mix. You combine it. It is a sticky dough, so you have to put it in the fridge and let it set. If I find a comparable recipe, I'll leave a link below. It's not my recipe. I got it from Pinterest, but I use just the regular Christmas M&Ms. You don't have to use the baking M&Ms. These will come out. These won't be as soft eating from the freezer, so I suggest probably giving them at room temperature. Usually the morning when I'm packing everybody's stuff up, by the time they get it like later in that morning, they're already munching on it. So I'm already looking at this. We're good to go for that. These are what I'm going to be giving away. These aren't, they're delicious, but they're not, if I run out of these cookies after I give them away to my work people, it's not a big deal if I don't have them for family and friends, because family and friends will get all the other stuff. And I got the coconut balls, which is shared in a short And it looks like I have plenty of that. I'll be counting it off camera, but I just kind of wanted to show you how much you can make ahead of time. And these, you can eat these right out of the freezer. That's why they're missing some, because I ate some. Peanut butter cookies. These will not be able to be eaten right out of the freezer, but they come to room temp really fast. And that's a chocolate ganache thumbprint. You can also make it with the Kisses. This recipe came off of YouTube, but I think the Kisses might have the recipe for peanut butter cookies on the back. But yum! So this will be for family and friends. And this is Christmas toffee. I will leave the link below to the girl who shared this delicious recipe. I have it split by sprinkles, so I have these as the blue ones, and then I have some red, and I may or may not make more of this. I usually don't give the toffee out to the work colleagues, but I give it away to my family and friends. I may or may not make some more. And the easiest of all of them to make are these Andes Thin Mints. And I'm sorry if you can hear my wash machine in the background. All this is melted Andes Thin Mint, or Andes, yeah, the little chocolate Thin Mints. I'll show it in a clip probably below or whatever. And all you do is dip a Ritz cracker in it and then flash freeze it, and then you have your very own little Girl Scout Thin Mint cookies, crackers, whatever you want to call it. I may or may not give these out to coworkers. I am planning on making more. It was a little bit fuller, but the kids and I and my sister have really dived into these, and these are magic. You can eat these right out of the freezer. So I hope you enjoyed this little clip, just to kind of see how much you can make ahead of time. I have a standing freezer. It's in the foreground, but I have stuff in the way that I didn't cover up. But yay me, I did it. And I will share as much as I can below of recipes. So if you wanted to jump on this chain, or maybe get ahead for next Christmas, rock and roll. But the cake box cookies are beginner friendly. You can make those. This is the friendliest of all. These are beginner friendly as well, because all of this is condensed milk and coconut flakes, and then you combine them in a ball. You freeze it. I would leave these overnight to freeze when you do your balls, simply because when you put them in the hot melted chocolate, this is dark chocolate, it'll start flaking and falling apart. But if it's solidly frozen, you'll have a better chance of it maintaining its shape when you dip the ball into that dark chocolate. I briefly show that in the Christmas baking tip short. So yay, all done. Let's get the week planned out. Okay, so welcome back. If you enjoyed that, was really fun. I have a standing freezer, so I was able to make a lot. I wasn't able to bake sooner than I wanted to, simply because we had a lot of food in that big freezer that we had to go through first to make room for even half of that stuff. So today, let me zoom in here just a touch. Get my little tripod action and put that. So today I'm going to be setting up the week of December 2nd and December 8th. As I said at the beginning of the video, the priority we're going to be focusing on that I have is this cookie party. As I said, if you watch the cookie clip I just inserted, we do the sugar cookies. I have my friends and family over, and everybody decorates them. My friends who decorate, they take their cookies home, and the rest is what I use to give out to everybody else. Super fun. We have food and everything else. So we are going to be creating the list for this party for this week. So all I have to do is shop on Friday. I'm actually off. I didn't plan that, actually. I decided to do, if you watch my November setup, I decided to do the Christmas party on the 8th, simply because the week I'm filming this, today's Saturday, November 30th, that would have been too close. We had Black Friday shopping. People are just pooped out from Thanksgiving. So I thought by, giving a weekend between that was the best day. Everybody has confirmed. So we're going to go through my books and get that set up. I also have some 2025 things I want to get planned up. So let's get going. I'm going to actually first, let's jump into my health book first. I am on a weight loss journey, and it's been going meh. But I do alternate day fasting or every other day fasting. This week has not been that great. So next week I'm hoping to get back on my schedule. So the easiest book to set up is this one. So I'm going to move my rings over because you're going to see how I put that schedule in here. This will be for my fasting. Let's see, on the side, because I have a small little phone frame and can't fit them both out, I already know for sure how I do my fasting is I try to plan it around events I know for sure that I might be eating on. So Tuesday the 3rd is actually our seminar. And I'm the one who cooks breakfast for that. It's a team once a month meeting that our guys have to perform for the Department of Agriculture to maintain their license. So I usually get in there early, and it's like a 2-hour video conference training and stuff, and I make breakfast. But actually this time my boss is making breakfast. He's super proud of his biscuits and gravy, and he wants us to partake. So I'm going to eat this day. I'm going to try to fast on Monday. I want to do a fast after that. I already know I'm off this day. And I'm planning on doing some shopping and everything. And I usually, when I do, big shopping day, my day off, I like to treat myself. So I most likely will eat this day as well. So I'll do eat. And for Thursday, I'll do a eat or a fast, depending on if I want to do an extended fast, do like a 48-hour, 72-hour fast. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to do 48 hours. The longest these past couple weeks I've been doing are like 40 hours. So yay for me on that. Let's see. The weekends are always the hardest. So I'll say fast or eat. Fast or eat. And I take it as it comes. I take it as it comes. So usually if I eat here, I'll most likely fast here, but I give myself grace. I don't beat myself up. So I'm going to set this schedule up. This is kind of like the most important, when we're going to go in my goals book next, kind of the most important thing right now for me. So I set this up first on that sidebar. I'm going to put this book on the side. Again, I'm working on small phone frames, so I'm sorry. Can't have them both in the frame and then working on a little desk and have no YouTube set up. So you have shadows and everything else. So sorry. Okay, so I said fast this day. On Mondays, I do my legs. And I'm also working on trying to get my side splits. It's another goal I'm working on. And so I do that. I try to do that. You'll see that in this book about 2 to 3 times a week. I don't put it on this one, simply because it's not completed when I do my workouts. Let's see. Hopefully, when I log what I actually do. So this is the ideal, what I want to ideally do, and then when I actually do it, it gets logged into that book. All right. So we said Tuesday is the seminar. So I'm planning on eating then, because my boss Ron has a biscuits and gravy he wants me to try, and that's no problem. And I typically do abs that on Tuesdays, and then I said fast on Wednesday, and I typically do upper body back day this day, and I don't think I do splits. No. I do that. I'll do that on leg day. And then I have eat or fast. Eat or fast. And then I do my legs. I have this schedule actually here on my perpetual mock-up. Let's grab that guy out here too. I have my workout. I have it memorized, so I don't have to have this out when I'm on there. But I have a mock-up of my workouts here that I do every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and stuff like that. I haven't memorized, so I don't have it out. But when I set up the month in advance, I already plot all this information onto my weekly setup. Like I said, I didn't have time to do that for December on camera, so I was like, let's make up for it and do a weekly plan with me, a weekly setup. So that's what we're doing in today's video. So legs, and then it's a leg day. I also do splits. Try to do it. Friday I'm off. I said we're gonna eat, and then Friday I do abs again. Sometimes I do upper with a mix. I just play it how I'm feeling. And then what did I say? Saturday it's gonna be a fast or eat, and then I do full body, and then I do splits, and that's my setup, whatever you call for working out. I do have a treadmill at work that I walk on for the first couple hours in the morning, get my 10,000 steps in, and sometimes I take a lunch walk too, so that's also part of my workout regime. May or may not be a future video. I haven't decided yet. So that is this book setup. This is a planner, is a journal, and I keep it separate. I don't have it in here because I like having that space. And then I have some other notes in here as well. So that's it for this book for this week. So I'm going to set this one off to the side. And I'm going to set my rings off to the side to check in with my monthly goals for December. I don't think I moved the little tab. So here's my notebook. A lot of people have been asking after watching the perpetual video. I have things that are not covered up, so I have to flip. So a lot of this has been going in my last two videos. So what I keep in here is my planning sheets for the current year. And I currently am working on 2025. Not ready yet, so I can't show you. But I'm going to go into my current quarter. And for December, this is what I got going from, if you watch my perpetual setup, these are my master things going on that I have, some days off. And my focus that I'm telling myself is I'm going to be relaxing, reflecting on the year, and I might be doing it's not an obligation. These are the things I like to do, setup videos too for this channel for 2025. And, just finishing up Christmas. Notice how I have not too much but the cookie party for Christmas because I finished it all. We'll look in my Christmas book because that one has the bulk of the planning for this week. We're going to just take a peek-sees at this book first. All right, so December, I'll show you how I do my goals for December. I messed up on this page, cover it with wrapping paper. It's not very nice, but the nice pages are right here. Let's see. This may or may not fully fit in the frame. But here's my December goals set up. And I just do a monthly dashboard. Break down my primary things I want to do for the month. The most important things, getting that cookie party done, finishing up Christmas tasks, and getting 2025 set up among my master list and my health stuff. I'm gonna this guy you're not gonna see because this is my check-ins. This is the status for a lot of those most important elements I'm telling myself. So I have a cute little progress bar here, and what I'm going to be doing each week. So I'm going to look at this when I set up the week here on the other side. I'm just showing this what it looks like. I'm still working on this design layout, see how it works for me, but this looks fun. I'm excited to try it out for December. So here's what I'm telling myself I want to be doing, get done in 2025. Or excuse me, 2025. I was reading it for the month of December. So here's what I want to be setting up for 2025. I want to be working on, I hopefully want to get these done. And then, videos, I have them hidden here with a sticky note because I don't want people stealing my ideas. Some house cleaning things I'd like to get done, not obligated. The fasts, I'm giving myself, I want to do 2 fasts a week, 2 big ones a week. I'm saying right here, but I'm giving myself grace. Hey, if it doesn't happen, we're not going to beat ourselves up over it. I am going to be a little bit more focused in 2025, simply because I've been slacking this year, and just want to make it a little bit bigger priority than what it has. So I'm giving myself a number to focus on for the entire month. Like, hey, if I get at least 3 36-hour fasts done in December, rock and roll. And 8 splits days in December, rock and roll. So that's my goals sheet and my project planning. So I'm going to flip this guy down. Isn't that cute? I don't know if that's a Tim Holtz. This is from that Happy Planner, the Christmas box I showed in setting up all my December stuff. So that's from that. I'm not sure if this is a Tim Holtz one, Christmas, like from 2 or 3 years ago. And then I have this Santa. These are just so I can see my entire goal set up at a glance. So those flip out. And so when the book is shut, they just have cute little pictures on them. I'm not sure what I want to do here, if I do anything at all. So yay, look at that. It's so cute. Anyways, let's go to this side of the book. Let me grab. Sorry. Yep. I'm doing this live too. I don't have any notes to go off of. Okay, so here's December. This is what I'm be looking at when I'm setting up my goals for the week. And I use this layout. I take a look, say what's my priority, and then I schedule. This is my schedule. I put that on my schedule. So let's get started right now. Let's get going, because I can do that. So I already said at the beginning of this video, the cookie party is the priority. So I put my priority here. Say cookie party. And when I go into my Christmas book, I will see what I have left to do for that cookie party. But at a glance, I wrote it here. So I said cookie party prep list. We're going to be creating that right now. Today, cookie party shop and food. So that is what we're going to put on for the next steps here. Cookie party prep list. And I'm sorry, I can't fit them both in the frames, but let's see, cookie party shop and food. Okay, so that is that. And you saw I already scheduled. So part of you keep going with the goal for 3 36-hour fasts, but I'm saying I want to do 2 36-hour fasts, and I have that already scheduled in here. So I have a fast scheduled here and a fast scheduled here. So hopefully those will be the 36 hours. I will probably get more in, just depends, because the holidays come up and I slip a little bit, but that's my current goal right now. I'm not counting calories. I'm not doing like Jenny Craig or anything. I've lost 40 pounds before doing this years ago. Alternate day faster. It works. It's incredible when you stick to it. So that is what I'm doing, because when I find that I limit certain food groups or whatever out of my diet and then I start beating myself up, it doesn't work. So anyways, that'll be for maybe a future video or what have you. So I already have that scheduled, but I'm still going to put it on here. So say 2 36-hour fasts. The other thing I had scheduled already was the splits. And you saw that. Let me put that there. So I'm going to say 3 splits days. And another thing I'm going to look at my master list, which I have also flipped out here as a haircut. Let's say a haircut. I'm going to get that done because Christmas is upon us fast. And so my goal is for the haircut. I have it already because, again, I didn't think I was going to be able to film this video. So a lot of things have already been scheduled. I have it here, reserved time for a haircut because my day off is here. So I'm going to put that in here, and then I have done that. Ooh, got some notes flying out. So hopefully I can do that. I'm going to put on here, reserve time, Friday, haircut. Okay. That's a master item. And Disney Plus is an auto renewal. Costco's already been paid, so really it's just the haircut that's coming, and then my Christmas stuff, which we're doing today. And then another thing we're prioritizing is this block here. For house cleaning, I'll take a look at my weekday schedule as it comes and throw one of those on. I'm not going to worry about that this week because we're getting ready for the cookie party, and most of the stuff is not around the cookie party, except for the deep mop the floor. I might do that. We'll see. I'll put maybe on that one. Deep mop floor for party. Who knows? Because the kids are going to be making a mess too. They're going to be making a mess, get sprinkles everywhere. So I don't know if I want to be invested in that much for doing that. That might be the next week after the party. Because after that, the only other thing I'm going to be having at my house is Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day is at my mom's. Okay, so for the next, another primary goal here is 2025 setup. I have my planning sheets pretty much partially done. So I have I'll put a line there. What I need to do is add my goals for the year into those planning sheets, and especially for Q1. So that I'm not going to have time, because another note I have here that I'm telling myself this week is at work is when the month end, all the new month reports are released. So usually I would scratch out some time in the mid-morning, late morning, after I get all my stuff done, and then I would work on, as I'm waiting for calls to come in, I would work on personal stuff. But I won't be doing that because instead I'm trying to knock out all these reports. My goal for my work stuff when I'm at work is I knock out all those reports, within the first or 2 weeks, so I can start calling people. These are like collection reports, and get them done. But I'm also looking at, I have a lot of days off too, so I may or may not be able to get a lot of stuff done, and that's okay. But one thing I kind of want to get done that I think I might be able to do is my 2025 budget, my budget stuff. And I'm going to flip to you can kind of see that here in the foreground. And that is, let's go to the next page here. If I don't make a book for my project planning or a sheet in my Filofax, that's what part of this book is. I'll create it in here. And that's simply, it's a project, it's a goal, right? You wanting to get something done. And then it turns into a project so you can get that goal done. And the goal is, 2025 setup. What do I need to break it down? And because I have multiple projects and stuff in my planning system, multiple books, I have that broken down on these pages right here. So I've gotten quite a bit done. But for my budget book this year, I might have shown it in previous clips, but I'm going to be using a lot of my own designs for that. So I need a lot of these. I need to sit down and create a lot of these, so I could probably work on it this week, because this one has the most out of all of them. And I'm still really setting up this book here for 2025. I'm giving myself grace too, but a lot of people, that perpetual video for setting up in a year exploded. I know a lot of people are interested in this book, in the long form planning situation. So this one's going to take me a little bit longer, but this one I could probably knock out. My health book is pretty much done, because I already have that book in. I already bought it, but there's a lot of sheets in here. So I'm going to assign myself to work on this week as well. So I'm going to say 2025 budget book. And that's part of what I'm saying. I would like to complete at least one 2025 setup each week of the month. So I'm going to try to get myself that budget book done in week 1 of December. And then I also have a daily task of doing some sort of setup work goal, right? This goal's each day. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. But hopefully I can get these done. Well, I do have a lot of days off in December. If you watch my Christmas planning videos, the goals, the initial intention for doing that was when I was doing all my Christmas baking. But that was too exhausting. And so I made, this year was that giant goal of getting all my baking done before December. And I did it. So now I have this free time to use to do whatever I want with. So I'm going to be doing a lot of my focus of 2025 setups in here, enjoying my time. Now my quarterly was relaxation, right? The wind down of 1 year and smooth into the next year. Okay, so let me look here at each category. I have this in this book, again, because I have this, it's the space, and plus I enjoy the products from Happy Planner, the cutesy stuff. Unfortunately, there's not too much cutesy stuff like Disney and stuff like that for the Filofax. So that's why I put it in this book. I have it, just I'm utilizing what I got to. All right, so this is what I have to put on my schedule for this week. So I'm going to fold these. I'm going to have these off to the side. This one, I'm just going to leave. I'm trying to decide here because it folds like this. Fold it onto itself. Okay. So, cookie party prep list and cookie party shopping food. Let's do that. Cookie party. So, I have the shopping I've already scheduled for the 6th. I want to do that. And then, so obviously I want to do that on my day off. So it's all ready to go. I also have here to grab the tables for work that I use for the cookie party. So now I'll just jump into my Christmas book. We'll go right into that book. And we're going to see where I'm at with the Christmas party. And check out the playlist for all my Christmas stuff below. So you can see how it's set up. I fortunately don't want to spend the time explaining it, the whole book set up, because I did that a lot in my last video too for November. So here in the party section, I have everything at a glance, and it's messy, it's crossed off, this is my stuff. So I have the list. Actually, I made it when I created this at a glance event page. Is I have the list already on here. So simply what it is me transferring this list and putting it into my Filofax so I can shop. So I have a soup list here, what I need, and table get supplies. I actually already did that. I already got the supplies, and I have it right here too. So I did the shopping for this, but I wasn't able to get, let me grab my shopping list. So I'm in my Filofax. Grab a shopping list. This was, I did last week when I was doing Thanksgiving. I was like, might as well also get the shopping done. So this was last week's shopping list, but I wasn't able to find any of the blue icing at Walmart. At least my Walmart. I have a small Walmart. We live in like a little rural area, so we never got that super Walmart. Anyways, so that's what I need to add on to the new list that I'm creating, which I'm gonna do right now, so that I am ready to go for Friday. That is what the prepping is. And while you have the time to do stuff early like this, when I suggest making these lists. So if you didn't see, at the back of the book, I have a little folder, and I have these little Target dollar spots. This is from a magnetic little pad. So I'm going to grab this. This is what I'm going to use for my shopping. So I would grab my previous list and see if I didn't have anything. If I have something circled, that means I still need it. So we're going to say this is the cookie party. There is two here. This is very thin paper. Ha! Cookie party prep list. Yeah, so and shop. So I need one blue icing. If I don't get that blue icing, sorry, you get shadows everywhere. If I don't get that blue icing, it's not the end of the world. I have food coloring for it, but I'd like to get it because I already have it. Okay, so this is done. This has been processed. I'm triple checking here. Got everything else. Oop, Christmas cupcake liners. I actually haven't. I made enough of those cheesecakes. I'm not gonna worry about it. I know I actually have it on my primary shopping list as well. Cups, Christmas cups, cake liner, and Christmas cups. So we're gonna worry about that. I'm actually, because I keep these both in my Filofax, my personal rings. So I'm looking at them both because when I do shopping, I'm like, oh, do I need anything for the house? I'll just put it on here. Xmas cupcake liners, and what I say, Xmas cups for the party. Because I was still debating, like, did I want to buy paper cups? Did I not? I'm just, whatever. We'll see what they got. So this is, I'm ripping this guy up. He's no longer good. Now I'm going to grab the list from this book, transfer it on here. So for the party, I'm saying Zupa Soup, and the list is here. So I'm going to put that here. See if well, my hand's going to block it. I got such small desk space. Alright, let's see if you guys can see that. Okay. I'm going to say Zupa Soup. And I need the chicken stock. Sausage. This is a Olive Garden copycat recipe. And I can't remember who the name of the gal that I got it from. She's on YouTube. But onion. It's delicious. Everybody loves it, and it's a great filler food. If you freak out, don't think you got enough pizza, because pizza's a hit or miss. You can either get too much pizza or not enough pizza, and people are either piggies or not. So the soup, I make a giant pot of soup. I mean, even the little baby kids love that soup. They love it because it's the heavy cream, which I got on that list. Another thing I need here is drinks for the kids. Let's see. I'm trying to look off and on camera, so I apologize for that. Drinks for kids. Drinks, if I can spell, for adults. And we're going to say, I don't need, I have ice, so I'm going to cross. I'm going to say hit about that. Okay. Obviously, pizza. I'm going to say, last time I ordered for my Halloween party, I ordered, and I think I have a note here. Maybe I have a note. I don't know. In here? Oh. So I have a note here from the Halloween party, which is the exact mirror of this part of what we did. They actually didn't eat a lot of this pizza. This is my best friend's favorite pizza. So I think I'm going to ixnay on that pizza this time. I'm going to save some money. Alright, I'm just going to say order. We'll order. Look at and then order pizza. And I have it on my list here. Somewhere. Maybe not. Usually I put, like, look for pizza coupons. But maybe not. I'll just say. Because I'll probably order it, put in the order online. So I'm going to say pizza coupons online. And then order for tomorrow. And then pick up usually right when we get down on that. That way it's nice and hot when everybody comes. We usually do the eating. We eat first, and then we do the cookies. Because they have little kids, and those kids are not going to want to eat I was looking to see if I had that, but maybe not. I was thinking about something else. But anyways, so that is the list. As far as the prep is, I have right here, prep schedule list. I said get supplies and party time. And getting supplies relies on having a list, at least for me, right? I could do cold turkey if I wanted to, but this is super helpful. I made that list already here in this book, so all I had to do was transfer it over. I'm going to put this in my personal rings, and the table setup is already scheduled in this book as well. It's right here on Thursday because I'm going to be off on Friday. I don't make a special trip for work, but if I forget, I can do that too. My boss don't care. I'm the favorite, so I can do it. Okay, so let's do that. I have the list. I'm going to put it in the back of I'm in a Vanderspec. The color is Fuga. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But it's a standard size. It's in their Touch Me line, which is equated to the personal size for Filofax. It's my Christmas. Okay, what else we got? What else we got to put on the schedule here? That's that. As far as Christmas, get back into my goals here. I already have my haircut scheduled. We did the cookie party prep list. We have that with the tables set up, making the shop list. I got that, and then I scheduled myself to shop. And then we have my fasting set up, my split set up, my haircut set up. This is, I said, a maybe. In 2025 budget book, when I want to work on that, I'm not gonna pick a date because I don't know what Monday, I don't know what each day is gonna unfold, and I don't assign that type of stuff if it's not critical. It's not critical for me to get my budget book done this week. It's not critical. Because I committed to this, because I'm hosting this is the critical. So this is how I take my planning, my priorities. So I planned out, and then my, health I already said too. But this is critical, so I placed it on the schedule. So I put all the prepping and what I have to do in order to get the final steps done. So we're ready to rock and roll this day. So I have this blank box down here, and I'm going to put, this is what I would like to do. I'd say 2025 budget book. I'd say setup and then inserts, because I got to print all of those off. I had to create some of them. It's mainly, most of them is just up because I made most of my inserts for my budget book. It's just updating the year, getting them printed out, getting them punched, and getting them on the disc. So, all right, I'm just looking at that. Let me grab, I have my master monthly here. It's just a better view for everybody. Bigger view. So in red, this is just no school. We talked about the seminar. We're planned out for the party. I don't put these little tasks on this view because the task is a schedule. This is what I'm doing to get ready for these events, and how these events are executed are in this book and in their respective, project books. My Christmas book is beneath this. So what else I got coming up is obviously Christmas, but really the last bit of Christmas I have, we'll explore that here, and then after I put everything up here, I'm going to keep this off the side, is really just getting food for Christmas Eve. I have that in my stuff as well. I have friends I'm giving cookies to. I schedule myself to text them, say, hey, when are we do that? Reminders that, hey, I committed to giving my coworkers cookies on the 17th. That's here. That's what December is looking like here. Then I talked about how I like to give cookies the weekend of Christmas, and that's on the schedule as well. And yeah, pizza for Christmas Eve. Do that. And dive into my Christmas book. So my goals are done. Now, I used to use a little flip out and a sticky note. Let's see, here's the goals here. But I haven't been keeping up with it. I just haven't been looking at it. I find it just not really working that much. I don't need it because I don't have as much going on. Oh, that's today. Hey, today. Not much going on. So this has been enough, because when I do my book check-ins, I check in, and then I created this habit tracker. This is the first time I'm using something like this month. So I'm really hoping this is really gonna see, hey, I'm actually doing stuff, and this is how much I got left to do. So we'll see how this works for me. I'm super excited. So that's why I kind of didn't put in my Filofax, my personal rings, my schedule. So a lot of people were asking why I have so many different books. That's just a personal choice, because my project books, like especially this Christmas one, right? This is a planner, but it's also a project book. So everything related to the project, including the planning steps, is in this book. And then I just schedule myself to check in with this book. That's how I can use multiple, and why I use multiple planners. Here's a Christmas sheets. So we are in December. So that's why I use multiple, and that's my preference. You know, everybody else is different. I like to have my notes and everything related to a project or goal within that. Like your math book, right? Everything in your math related would be in your math book. Everything, you know, English, you have your English books and stuff like that. And you probably wouldn't be mixing your assignments together. You probably have them organized, but that's how I have with all my planner books. When I need to work in my budget book, it's all budget. I'm in there, it has my resources and everything. And when I'm done, just shut it down. And this, my personal rings, tells me, right? It's me assigning myself to work in those books. And I put the assignments onto my schedule to execute. And if I need more information on that assignment, I know where it's related Christmas, it's in my Christmas book. If it's, you know, my workout stuff, it's in my health book, stuff like that. So hopefully that made sense. We'll go in a little bit more in depth if I share a 2025 setup. Who knows, right? Who knows? It takes a lot of work. So this is my Christmas book. This is where we stand. I'm sharing this as a part of this weekly setup because obviously it's a primary focus for me in December. And this most likely will probably be the last Christmas video for the year up. I don't know if I'll do like an after Christmas. I might do like a flip. We'll see, because it takes a lot of time to find the time to make these videos as well. So I could do voiceovers, but filming at night, I mean, I'm filming during the day with my windows right there and then my lamp. I don't have the proper setup too. So I can't always promise that I'm going to be able to make these videos. But anyways, here's my Christmas. So here's what I got left. I don't have much left. We're mainly focusing on the Christmas party, Christmas decorating. I'm pretty much done. Today's November 30th. I just have to finish setting up the tree. I saved it usually I do the tree first, and for some reason I saved that last. So that'll get done hopefully before this weekend. I'll be picking at it each, after work most likely. Christmas Day food is not a priority. It's just me making a dish for my mom's house. Santa cookies, it's just me picking out what cookies for the kids pick the cookies out. That's Christmas Eve. And these are the cookie exchange things. I don't got much left. So I just want to kind of show for those people who are following. In the last clip of this video, I will be sharing my sugar cookie recipe. I'll show a couple clips of that for anybody who's interested in. But if you tuned into my perpetual setup, I create planning sheets. This is what my Christmas does, and I've gone over this in several of the Christmas videos, but this is how I would use this setup for just Christmas. And what I did is I took my tasks and I plotted them how I thought I could get them done, and as the month hit, they got moved, pushed forward, or stuff like that. The only thing really being pushed forward for November is decoration. Is the decorating. Otherwise, everything else got done. This got done. And that's all I have left. This is all I had of all this ringamaroo for Christmas. This is all I have left. So yay. That is pretty much the weekly setup for me. I'm sorry I didn't get it set up December on camera. Hopefully, maybe we get January set up. I'm just going to be quickly flipping through each section to see each project subsection of Christmas to see if I missed anything. And Divinity, we're not doing that for this week. I went over this in that first clip for baking. We're not doing the exchange yet, but I do have it on my schedule. I quickly flipped through that. I just decided to finish that baking would make me happier getting done more so than making a video for this channel. I've enjoyed sharing my ideas with YouTube and everybody, and creating a small community, but you know, there's some things that are take priority in our lives, and you got to cut where you got to cut, and that's what I decided to cut last week was filming this. But I hope you've enjoyed. For those who are following the Christmas content, hopefully something has helped you. This is for Christmas Eve. All this stuff is ordering pizza and stuff like that. I'm not doing that for this week, but I'm just kind of flipping and looking as we're talking about planners. I will have recipes down below of some of the stuff I shared in that first clip. Here's another prep list that I have that I created, and this is for Xmas Day. Stuff I need to grab that I already have organized. So I just put that in, you know, my Filofax the day before if I don't already have everything set up. That's just a little something I do ahead of time to help my future self. So that's what so Christmas looks like. Yeah. All those beautiful check marks. Yeah. And I have some Christmas things I put on this list as well. Check that out. And my activity logs. I like having my activity logs where they're always on the front, facing the main mind map of the project event page. And you can see that instead of using the back of the first page of this page, I just made a second page so that I can have that spread right like this. And that's why I put a 2 on there. So in case anybody's like, what does that mean? My budget. I'm doing pretty good with my budget. I did go over on my gifts because I decided to buy my dad's something very expensive, but that was his like one gift, and he's retiring this year. I was like, the hell with it. And that's why you see some reds here. So I went a little over, but that's not it's no problem. The goal with me was not really staying so much to a budget. It was to track my spending to see where that money's going. I haven't done this in depth before for Christmas, and I've been sticking to it. I've been logging everything and keeping track. So yay. So I have been hitting it with that. I shared a lot about the gift list here. Everything's been wrapped. Everything has been wrapped. Yeah. And we got that. So that's what that looks like. This was last year's, the boo plant for this year's. And then my cookies. All I got left is Divinity. But that, like I said, was a bonus. And here. That. That's it. And then I did this on camera for the November plan with me. This was for Thanksgiving, so I just didn't have any other place to put it. I could have put it in my personal rings, but the idea too is I'm trying to keep this light because I keep my wallet in here. I have coupons in here. I have cash. You can see what I have carrying with me normally in my everyday setup on my channel. But that's why sometimes I just didn't have room. I did have a Christmas section in here, like a satellite for this Christmas book to kind of tell me where I'm at with everything. But that's only a few pages. So that was just for when I was waiting on, I think I have the tracker still in here. That was more in 2025 notes. Yeah. So when I was getting those notifications through my email, and I have my email on my phone, I was doing my online trackers. And then I did, a couple gifts. I decided, I'm like, oh, I wanted to give them this, right? When you think you're done, and then you get some other cute ideas. But I'm pretty sure I'm officially done, especially with online, because we're hitting the official start now of Christmas shopping. So that is that. I think I hit all my books on camera besides my budget. Today's Saturday the 30th. I'm not planning on shopping, but I can't close out the week in my budget book, and that simply it's identical to what this looks like. I'm not ready to close that week out, so I can't reset that for next week. So that is, I don't know if I'll be able to do that one on camera. Who knows? I did it kind of in my June, I think my May and June plan with me. We'll see. I'm trying to find my planning sheet so I can put Minnie guides me there. And we'll double check my weekly setup, see if I missed anything. Put this guy off to the side. Get my rings here. This is this week, and this is the week we planned out. I'm going to triple check here. Christmas party. We have the shopping, the cute pizza coupons, borrowing the tables. I put in that I wanted to do my budget, maybe my budget book. I have my fasting and my workout schedule in. Notice I don't have anything on Monday, and that's because Monday is the start of the work week for me. And it's usually a butthole. And I'm just seeing now that for my coworkers off, I put it on this one, but I didn't put it on there. But I just don't put a lot of like time stuff, pressure myself to get things done on Mondays, because Mondays are usually hell at work. You know, because everybody and their mom had some sort of crisis over the weekend, and it blows up on Monday. So I just take it easy on Monday. I get my normal household chores done, kitchen, what have you, cooking, but that is that. That's what that looks like. I will be posting recipes for what I can find that I use for my cookies for those who've been asking or interested in, especially all the freezer friendly stuff. And I believe that is gonna be my last Christmas video. If I do one, it might be a short. I might maybe post some images in the community. But I hope everybody has, if you celebrate, a great Christmas. If you're a big planner like I am, if you're like the family, you're the cornerstone in all your family's Christmas. I hope if you were able to follow along with any of my previous Christmas videos, I hope that's taken a little bit of stress off of you. I know I ramble a lot. These are my longer videos. I know a lot of people appreciate it because I explain my process. But if you don't, well, just, exit out. I'm working on my brevity. I really am. But I hope everybody has a great Christmas for everybody who celebrates. And hopefully in another future video, we'll be starting to show some year setups for my planners. We'll see you in the next video. Bye. As promised, here is my sugar cookie recipe. I'm going to walk you through it on camera as a voiceover. We're going to take out our proteins first to get everything up to room temperature so that everything combines together smoothly, and the cookie is also smooth. So we need 2 sticks of unsalted butter, that's a cup, and a 1/8 ounce package of cream cheese and 1 egg. After the hour's up, cream your butter first. It's nice and smooth because it's room temperature, and then add in your cream cheese. Don't forget to scrape the bowl. I use a paddle whisk just because of this. It's just easier to scrape. And then we're going to combine our 1.5 cups of sugar slowly into our cream cheese mixture. Slowly, so it's well combined. And then you are going to sneak a taste. And this is what the entire cookie is going to taste like. So go ahead, sneak a taste. It's good. Add your teaspoon of vanilla. It might be a little bit more. I didn't feel like busting out the measurement and trying to do that one-handed on camera. So I just splashed it in there. It was close enough. Then you add your egg in. I think I might have adjusted the speed there, but who knows. Yeah, add your egg in there. Make sure everything gets combined real good. And then we're going to sift together 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. If you don't have a sifter, not the end of the world. This just helps make the cookies smooth. Then I use the 1/2 cup measuring cup to pour that into my wet ingredients. It helps control how much I'm pouring in, and to make everything combine easier, just use that smaller cup. It's a process, but it's well worth it, I promise. So I do about half at a time. The mixer's on slow so the flour doesn't splash back in your face. And then you watch your batter, and when everything disappears into the wetness, then you just keep pouring. Don't freak out if your mixer jumps like this. And when you're done, get your paw in there, and you're going to split the dough into two. This is going to make it a little bit easier for you to roll them out when they're just in two big hunks there. So I just use a plastic wrap, put them in my flour bowl, and then just set it in the fridge. You got to set that in there for an hour because it needs to set, and then that way you can roll it out. Flour your surface. I use parchment paper to keep it clean, and then use your cookie cutters of choice. While you're cutting everything out, your oven needs to be preset to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. You're going to bake 8 to 10 minutes. Now, these cookies don't spread, so you can set them close together. And my batch made actually about 95. I got 95 from this batch. Thank you.